Welcome to the Awkward Tapes. Nice. You like that? Was that like a little? Yeah.
That was so stupid.
That was very stupid.
That was very stupid.
What did you say? It's
Totally
awkward
worth
though.
it. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's the whole point of the
The
podcast,
Awkward
so.
Tapes. See, it's the same word. Today, this podcast is brought to you by Sporks.
The
Right, Zach?
unspoken heroes of camping and just all around usefulness. I mean, the versatility of a spork is unmatched. Spoon and a fork. I mean, what more can you ask for?
You're not wrong.
I'm not.
Why do people hate on it so much?
I don't know. It's just an awkward shape.
Because it's not good at
People
either
don't
one.
understand what they don't, or people don't like what they don't understand.
Yeah. Like, okay, you know the gumbo I make?
Yeah.
You know how it's like, it's liquidy, but also it has like chunks of stuff in it?
Dude,
I think a spork would be perfect for that.
we need a spork.
Because you can stab chicken and stuff while
But it's-
also getting the liquid.
It's not a complete spoon, though.
Has anyone ever seen like a metal spork, or have you only seen plastic?
just plastic.
Because I would be interested in like actual silverware of a spork.
Yeah.
That
good.
is a good point.
That's what we're sponsored by now, not the plastic version.
Metal sporks.
Metal
Yep.
sporks.
Well, until we get an actual sponsor, we're going to be sponsored by these random things,
Yep.
you know?
Let that be known.
Yeah.
Yeah. ESPN, we're coming for you.
ESPN.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
All right.
We're coming after you, ESPN, and your sports coverage. Stop stealing our audience.
Let's get into this. Prepare yourself for a session of awkwardness. Let's get awkward. We're back with Presley Thoughts.
All right.
Again.
Let's do it.
Number one.
I hate it.
What?
I don't know. Go for
Okay,
it.
I want you to think about this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, we all know self-driving cars are getting more popular. People are trying to strive to get those. Well, here's a thought about that. Once we have self-driving cars, windshield wipers will no longer be essential because the car doesn't need a clean windshield to drive.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Windshield wipers will be extinct.
Or they'll just add it for our viewing pleasure so we can still see.
What if they put the little windshield wipers over like the cameras so that the thing can see better?
Oh, wow.
Wait,
Like
wait.
see where cars
That
are.
would be funny.
Okay,
And
but
there's
like,
a little wiper.
but like, imagine this. The whole point of a car, as far as their windows go, is for purely visibility, right? So if we're riding in the car, but not actually in the car, wouldn't it make sense for the car to have a quote unquote roof, like that elongates so that all of, like, imagine like a gutter system, like on a house. I don't know. That'd be stupid.
Also, the car wouldn't really need windows anymore.
You know?
I mean, I
that's what
wouldn't
I would-
need it, but it'd be cool, like a limousine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's
weird.
cool. That was a good one.
That's an interesting thought.
Elon Musk, take notes.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Number two. Most people really aren't scared of being alone in the dark. They're scared of not being alone in the dark.
I've seen that one.
Yeah. No, I don't do darkness. No, I can't do it. Not a fan.
Why?
Why? Because scary.
But why?
I don't want to be. What you just said.
Can you repeat that one? Hold on. By the way, you're a little quiet. Speak
Am I?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really loud.
You're a bit quiet.
Yeah, you're quiet.
Oh.
Most people aren't scared of being alone in the dark. They're scared of not being alone in the dark.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
You get it?
I understand.
Because, see,
Okay.
the dark, you can't see in it.
You can't see because
Oh, okay.
it's dark.
Yeah.
Because the lights are out. The
understand
light
what
is
dark-
what allows you to, like, see things, but you don't know those things are there when that light is gone.
It's like a self-driving car with no windows.
Yeah. Would you agree with that,
I
Smith?
very agree with that.
Okay.
Very
Okay,
much
so what
agree.
would be more terrifying? Being in a dark room with someone else in there that's like a monster, right? Or just Chris in the corner of the room eating mac and cheese out of a bowl.
Chris is our friend that has been on the podcast before.
Yeah, it's like episode 2.
If you remember the
Would you know it's
lasagna
Chris?
cake thing.
I mean,
Huh.
that would who I would imagine be eating mac and cheese. That man loves mac and cheese.
Well, but would you know it's Chris in your room?
No. But I think that's the scariest form of a mac and cheese eater.
Oh my
So let me
goodness.
just get your scenario straight. What? So you propose that there are two different situations for being in a dark room. One is you're in a dark room with this horrible monster person, like just this horrible person, or there's a person in your room sitting in the corner and they're just eating mac and cheese.
In the dark?
Those were the two
Is that
options you proposed.
I would
Is that a
prefer-
real question right now?
No, like...
Am I
in the
wrong?
dark, like-
Am I wrong?
Okay, hold on. Would you rather be in a room with the demon, or would you rather be in a dark restaurant?
Yes.
dark restaurant?
I guess what I'm saying is that people eating mac and cheese sounds uncomfortable.
Okay.
Why are you
What?
listening to people eat mac and cheese? Just eat your own food.
I think we need to move the next
no.
one.
All right, next
Oh
one.
my gosh. Number 3. Okay. So, this is a Presley metaphor.
Metaphor. Okay. Metaphor what? Okay. Wow. That was some harsh
All right.
looks I got in the room. All right.
I'm uncomfortable. An everything bagel is proof that you can seemingly have it all, but still have a hole inside.
Yeah.
As someone who loves bagels, I'm so appreciative of that Presley. Wait, what do you call it again?
Presley metaphor.
A Presley metaphor. Oh, I love that.
It's a Presley
That
for.
is Presley.
Presley 4.
Fist bump.
Heck
Well, you know what's funny is that I think the first time I ever had like a savory bagel that wasn't like super sweet was a year or two ago, and I've been hooked ever since.
I love bagels.
I still love sweet bagels better.
You've been to Einstein Bagels, right?
Yeah.
There's one on campus I go to too much. I love it.
You have one on campus?
Sounds good.
Oh, my
does.
campus doesn't have one.
Oh, we'll go to UT.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only a year away, man.
No, problem solved.
Yep.
Number 4. Okay, hear me out.
Are you good?
No, I'm not, because this hurts me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Humans are afraid of being bitten by spiders, even though we have more teeth. And spiders are afraid of being stepped on by a human, even though they have more legs.
Okay, that's the dumbest
That
one
is
you've had
the
in a while.
dumbest one.
What are you talking about?
That is stupid.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no.
hear me out. I'm going to take this one now. Serial killers are afraid of us. No, I don't even know where to go with that. Like that's like it has nothing. I just
Okay, it doesn't have to do with the quantity and
Yes.
the number. It has to do with the
Yes.
size.
Yeah.
Like our legs are a lot bigger than their however many they have.
It just
8.
Ish.
Also, even with just the spiders biting us, it's like, yeah, you don't want to get bit by a spider. At
No.
the very least, it's going to be itchy and annoying. But there's also, black widows and brown recluses that actually are poisonous.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
There's no... The only
I'm
way
in
you can...
awe of that thought. How, what? It's so...
What? Say it
don't-
again.
I
Say it
don't-
again
I
for
don't
us,
get
because
it
I want to
at
hear
all.
this.
Humans are afraid of being bitten by spiders, even though humans have more teeth. And spiders are afraid of being stepped on by humans, even though spiders have more legs.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, sorry.
No, just, oh my gosh.
I just...
Speaking of spiders,
Oh, wait.
hold on.
I'm trying to recover.
Number
Oh my
5.
gosh.
If spiders were as big as crabs, humans would probably try to eat them.
Says who?
I
people
mean,
eat spiders
if
though in other
crabs
parts of the
wait,
world.
really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
And like I believe China, they have like popsicles where you can like eat like spiders, and like there's like scorpions, they'll eat those, and lollipops.
That's weird.
It's a thing. I promise
That's
it's a thing.
different.
You guys ever seen a camel spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A camel spider is literally like this big. It's
Oh,
insane.
okay.
I think it's in like the western part of the U.S.
No, where I'm not
Wait,
going.
what?
Is it? It better not be in the U.S. I'm
Wait, that's
leaving.
in the U.S.? I don't have my phone on
If I'm
me
not
right now, but-
mistaken, I think it is.
Where?
Someone please leave a comment. Is
Yeah.
this something in the U.S. that we need to worry about?
on.
I'll move.
No,
what's it
legitimately,
called?
if a camel spider, if I'm not mistaken, a camel spider is literally like the world's biggest spider. I could be wrong, but the thing is huge, and yeah, look, it's in the U.S. It's in the U.S. Okay, the northeastern part of the U.S. apparently, but like, look at the size of that thing.
I just figured out a birthday present for someone.
Maybe if possible, we can even
This
link a
thing
picture.
is huge.
That's
Leighton
not
just
okay.
died.
Compared to what? It almost looks.
Hold on,
It depends
hold on.
on.
Let me
You gotta
find a good
compare it to
picture.
something that I
We
know the
would
size
eat
of.
that if it was a crab, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh yeah, we definitely
Let me see if
would.
I can't find like a.
It looks
like
very
a reference
appetizing.
photo
If
because
you
this is
can.
very important to our podcast, obviously. But yeah, camel spiders have been probably one of my biggest fears. No thanks. No thanks. There's no reference photos. That's
No.
crazy. That's annoying. Oh well.
Oh, well.
They're huge. Just know they're huge.
Yeah.
Despite the size of it, though, I mean, some people eat like crickets and some people
Yeah.
eat other
Yeah.
insects. So wouldn't there be a reason why at least most, I'm sure some cultures, but at least most cultures and countries don't eat spiders? Because
Yeah.
there are insects that are eaten. There are some very small crabs that I don't know if you eat those or not, but I know that there are crabs that are very small.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, why we don't eat spiders.
My guess would be they don't taste very good.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Also,
yes.
the meat to like skin and bone ratio,
Yeah.
it's gotta be
Like,
gross.
yeah, if it was all about taste, they could have tasted it and be like, nope, we don't want to eat that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like we leave most of these things to like natural selection. Like, hey, it's the year 3. Eat that berry, see if it
it's
kills
the
you.
year 3.
3.
Early on, they decided, no.
All right. Well, that is.
That's interesting.
Well, no. The I was thinking of the crushing thing. No, the crab one's all right. Yeah, I like that theory. Fine.
So you know how Cars 2 is like the best movie ever?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
It's world renowned, the best Cars Pixar movie ever.
Okay. All right.
So you know how there's sidewalks in the Cars movie? Why?
That's a really good question, actually.
So,
Why are there sidewalks?
Who's walking on that?
That could be a Pixar theory.
I think it is.
Is that like the training road for like the little baby cars?
Okay, that makes
Oh,
sense.
what if?
Yeah.
So, like, here's the thing, and this is another theory. Tow Mater, right? He is a tow truck, right? He's a tow truck. He hauls others around when they can't help themselves. So, you know,
Yeah.
he helps other people. But if you noticed, he has a junkyard. And what is filled in that junkyard?
Junk.
A crap ton of rusted out cars.
It's a
Tow
cemetery.
Mater is a serial killer.
Exactly.
Well-
and no one acknowledges it.
Is it that he's a serial killer, or does he just work at a cemetery?
Or do they die and he just goes and picks them up? And
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's like
man.
what is the name? The coroner. Maybe he's like the coroner or something.
They need more etiquette over there in, you know,
And the Cars
Crystal
universe.
Springs or whatever it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
Oh man.
Well,
All right.
I liked that one.
Oh. Hey.
Yeah, that was my stomach growling.
Oh,
That
Sorry. I was just noticing how loud the mics were.
Well,
Thank you.
there is a good chance that your calculator history is more embarrassing than your browser history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for some people.
What is
That is-
2 plus 4?
No, hold on.
It's 2.
That's embarrassing.
I'm about to cry.
All right. That's everything I got.
That's
Wow.
that's
That-
it.
Yeah.
Wait, can we talk a little more about that last thought
Yeah.
just real quick? That is actually so funny
So
how true
true.
that
It
is.
is.
Because imagine if your calculator did keep records or did have a history to it. It's just you could see all the different miscalculations.
You
without-
can.
No, but you can.
Yeah, I think
would
you
like
can.
to see, like, especially on the Apple calculator, because you know how many times you type something in and then you're like, oh no, that was the wrong number, and then you restart it and you're like, oh no, that was wrong, and you just keep doing the same problem over and over again.
When was it that y'all could just like add up a lot of numbers without having to use a calculator?
What, like just in general?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know.
if you're having to add up a few numbers and you're like, well, I don't need a calculator for that.
I'm actually pretty good with adding.
Yeah.
I can normally do it in my head.
I actually did this a lot as a kid, like even during the summer. I don't know why, but I really liked math. And so I would just like add and subtract stuff. I would get these books and just start doing
Yeah.
it. And I got pretty good in my head of doing like big numbers, probably around like I don't know, 6, 7, 8.
I was
range.
gonna say I have a little story. I was in first grade, and we were learning how to add up like a lot of numbers at one time, and we were doing like this activity where the teacher was sending students up to the board, and they would write their own math problem for other students to figure out. And it came to my turn to write the math problem, and I wrote like 15 or 20 numbers on the board. And I sat down and was just like ready for whoever it was. I was gonna figure it out. And my teacher was funny and like picked on us, not like in a bad way, just because she was a fun teacher.
Yeah.
One of my favorite teachers I ever had. But she was like, Evan, what is this? I was like, it's a math problem.
Oh no.
And she was like, I can hardly figure that out. And I was like, I could do it. And she was like,
Oh.
okay, if you can figure this out, I have a full candy bar on my desk. I'll give it to you. I'm like, okay. I went up there, added everything together, and I got it right.
Wow.
And I sat down, and she was looking at the board, and I remember seeing her face going like mouth dropped, and she
That's
turned towards me,
awesome.
and she was like, how do you know how to do that?
Oh, wow.
And it's funny, but I learned how to add a lot through football.
What?
Because I kept up with it so much, and I would like in my head I knew like, okay, if they score 2 touchdowns, that's 7 plus 7, which is 14. If they score 7 touchdowns, that's 7 plus 7 7 times, which is 49. Or like if they score a touchdown and 2 field goals, that's 13. And so I'd learn how to add all these numbers together watching football. And that's what I told her. Is because I told her like, I know how to count because of football. But then she wrote down her own problem, and then she was like in awe. So I figured that out. But yeah, I was always good at like kind of like you. I would just do math problems in my head like
Just
that
for
because I
fun.
liked it. Yeah, I thought it was fun. So I was good at it when I was younger.
Wow.
Nerds.
Quick and easy gratification through solving
But not
problems.
really, because it's football.
No, it's not. It's not nerds at all. I'm just jealous. I'm envious.
Man.
I bet she thought you were like a genius. She's like, man, this kid is going places.
I was good at adding and spelling stuff apparently. Spelling bee.
Send him to Berkeley. Go on.
So we are gonna play a little game we came up with called the Awkward Games.
Yes.
It's kind of like the Hunger Games. So what we're gonna do is we have a bunch of people or things that are not real, like characters in the entertainment industry, and we have them in a bracket. Zach, you want to go up there? And,
Yeah, totally.
Kind of, so y'all be able to see this in the visual version. But so we have 4 sections. We have a section of musicians, actors, cartoon characters, and fictional characters. And we will have we will go through each matchup, and whoever the majority decides, they will move on. And whoever the winner in the end is, they get like a hooray, you did it.
A
you know?
high five.
They won the first annual
The
Awkward
first
Games.
annual Awkward Game.
I really enjoy presenting that. Like I
You
was
did
a part of a
good.
game
Yeah.
show.
What, what's the lady on Wheel of Fortune?
I forgot.
Oh,
her
Vanna
name.
White.
You were
Yes.
a great Vanna White.
I like Dana White.
Okay.
That's different.
So,
All right, so our first
so
one.
should we go through each
I guess
section, or should we do one in each section?
Let's go through each section. Well,
Let's go through. Well, we should do like the first round of
Yeah.
each one,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
move on to the
yeah,
second round
okay.
after that. So,
So-
our first one, I believe, is Taylor Swift versus Ariana Grande.
Wait,
now-
I don't think I explained this the best.
yeah, go for it.
It's who would win in a fight.
oh,
So
Yeah, fist
what?
fight.
Yeah, this is a fist fight between these real people or characters.
Yep.
And it's not who we like more. It's not who is more famous. It's who do we feel like would win in a fist fight.
Yes.
No
Between
weapons.
these people, no weapons, their bodies only. So Taylor Swift versus Ariana Grande.
All right, just one quick question. Is this like just a fist fight until like whoever gives up or is knocked out, or is this like to the death?
oh, that is important.
It is.
It's very important.
We'll do knocked out.
knocked out. Okay, so even just like a quick first punch, like okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So, I'm gonna start this off. Okay.
Okay.
Taylor Swift is a freaking unit. She is so tall.
Okay, I was gonna say
She's a
height
unit.
advantage.
Height
Taylor.
advantage. Yes, Taylor. But I don't know. Ariana Grande could be pretty feisty.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Could
Taylor Swift is a lot more nice than Ariana Grande. I feel
Yeah.
like, not saying Ariana Grande is
Yeah.
not nice, but I feel like Ariana Grande. I feel like she's been through stuff. I don't know why. I don't know.
Probably her dating history.
I mean, come on. Listen to Taylor Swift. All of her songs are about breakups. That girl's been through some
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's emotional.
Yeah, that's not
True.
physical.
Not
I have an
necessarily.
answer.
What's
This is
your
what
vote?
I think.
What-
I think
what's up?
I'm going with Ariana.
I will
Yeah.
too.
I think Ariana would
You had a
win.
point.
I'm gonna say Taylor Swift.
The only other thing I was going to say is because there's 5 of us, whoever the majority thinks will win,
Yeah.
that's who moves on to the next round,
Yes.
just to make that clear. And like Zach, I think I'm going to go with Taylor Swift too. I think that she has. I think she has the longer reach. She can do like the big sister thing, to where you put like her hand on Ariana's head and be like, "No, you can't hit me. You can't hit me."
Exactly.
Because not only is Taylor Swift tall for a girl, but Ariana Grande is not very tall herself.
And-
She's like what 5'2", 5'3",
She's
maybe.
short.
Like,
Super short. And on top of that, like Ariana Grande can't even reach Taylor Swift's hair because she's so tall and her hair is short.
oh yeah.
Interesting. Presley,
no
you're the
All right,
tiebreaker.
Presley, you're the tiebreaker.
Wait, Leighton
we have
hasn't voted.
No, Leighton said
said
Ariana
Ariana.
Grande.
Oh,
so
man.
Shmev and Leighton are for Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Zach and myself are for Taylor Swift. Presley decides who moves
Little
on,
mini
who
drum roll.
wins this fight.
Now, hold on. I'm going to walk you through my thought process. While Taylor has the height advantage, sometimes, you know how they say in Fortnite, I'll say, oh, this person has the high ground. What your enemy never expects is for you to take the low ground.
Knock out their legs.
Take them out at the legs. You know,
No.
bigger they are, harder they fall type of thing. But so then the tiebreaker comes down to personality. Who could be more feisty in a fight?
Yeah, that's Ariana.
I really don't think Taylor Swift is that feisty. She just
I
seems
don't
like
think-
a good
yeah.
country girl.
Real chill.
I don't think
Not
that
anymore.
I
Well,
could
she went pop.
based on personality, the person more likely to get into an altercation, I would say, is Ariana.
Yeah. Ariana is
Ariana.
moving on.
All right,
Hey, hold
she's
on.
writing
Hold
it.
on.
What else?
Let's wait for you to write all them down after each first
After
round.
we get
First
through it
round.
all.
Okay.
All right, so Ariana's moving on in that one. Will we go over to or should we just stay with musicians?
Yeah,
I
let's
say-
stay
yeah,
with
do
that.
the
let's just
first
stay
round
with,
for
like,
everyone.
musicians.
So next musician matchup we have is Paul McCartney versus Mick Jagger, two classic rock artists.
I'm already gonna say Mick Jagger.
I was gonna say this exact same thing. Mick
See-
Jagger, I feel, has so much energy, and especially for, I mean, both of them are now obviously older, but Mick
Yeah.
Jagger has so much energy and just feels like runs around, and he seems like one of those people to where he's gonna be 100, and he'll still be like wanting to do a marathon or something.
Whereas Paul McCartney is more of a hippie.
Yeah. Well, kinda.
Sure,
Well,
If
I mean,
if one was to be more
sure, yeah.
hippie like.
like, I mean, first off, where is Paul McCartney from? Do we know? Is it Liverpool?
Yes.
Liverpool?
Yep.
I feel like he's probably seen some things. They don't mess around down there. Or up there, or wherever they are geographically.
Over there.
Over there.
Over yonder.
Across the pond. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I'd still have to go with Mick Jagger,
I
though.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that unanimous?
Well, yeah,
That's pretty
And
unanimous.
Mick Jagger ran into the law more than Paul did too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
He's
yeah.
got the moves like Mick Jagger. You know?
all right. All right. So Mick Jagger's moving on.
All right.
We got actors next. We have the GOAT, Morgan Freeman, versus Willem Dafoe. And if you don't recognize that name, that is Green Goblin in Spider-Man. Oh. And he's been in a lot of other movies, but that's kind of one of his biggest things.
Oh.
So
Both.
he can be a demon.
Yeah.
Dude.
But
scary.
Morgan Freeman also played God. So
Okay, but we're not talking about their characters. That's a good point. But
just the people themselves.
and okay, so here's my thought process. I don't know if y'all saw like the latest Spider-Man. Sorry, spoilers. But Willem Dafoe did amazing in his fight scenes. Like I realized a lot of that's like movie magic, but like really he had some quickness in his movements at his age. And Morgan
Actually-
Freeman's up there in age with him. So
I was gonna speak to that. Willem Dafoe, he actually did all of his own stunts.
you're kidding me.
No, He said the only way I'm coming back is if I do my stunts.
That's insane.
I'm sorry. I love Morgan Freeman. I gotta go with William
He's like,
Dafoe.
he's like 60 something years old.
Yeah.
Playing Green Goblin, doing his own stunts.
Did so well.
I feel like he's in really good shape.
Yeah. I absolutely love Morgan Freeman. I
Yeah.
think he has one of the best voices ever, up there with like James Earl Jones, who
Yeah.
voiced Darth Vader in the originals. But as much as I want to go for Morgan Freeman, I'm like, I don't know how he personally deals
Yeah.
with Willem Dafoe. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going with Willem Dafoe.
All right.
Is that another
Unanimous.
unanimous
Pretty
one?
unanimous.
So, yeah, Dafoe is moving on.
All right.
All right. Next for actors, we got some. We got the short people of the group. We have Tom Cruise versus Kevin Hart.
Dude, how funny would that be?
That would be
watching that?
so funny.
Like, I can't imagine what Kevin Hart would be throwing up there. Like some freaking like 1930s boxing moves.
I think the obvious answer would be Kevin Hart,
What?
but I think so. But I think Tom Cruise has an aggressive side to him that I think would be kind of scary.
I was actually going to say the exact polar opposite.
opposite.
really?
You think Tom Cruise is the favorite?
Oh my gosh, yes. Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher.
That's a movie. It's not real.
Yeah, but he can
talking
access
about
that.
Yes.
Talking about doing all of his own stunts, Tom Cruise is notorious for doing a lot of his own stunts.
Yeah.
Like, he's not someone that uses a stuntman very often.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure he's got to know some form of fighting from doing all of these freaking movies.
He definitely does. Then again, he's also a member of the Church of Scientology, which I don't know how that's...
Yeah.
I don't know how that plays into this, but I just figured I'd say that.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to let y'all know.
I mean, maybe he's got alien backup. You never know.
Yes, but Kevin Hart... Kevin Hart, though, like... I don't know if you've actually seen him. Like, that dude is kind of ripped for how... Like,
no, he
he
is.
kind of is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is getting hard.
To me, this is the most difficult decision yet, Tom Cruise
wow.
or Kevin Hart. This
Well,
one, I
let's-
want to hear other people's opinions.
Yeah, let's keep talking through this.
What are their height differences? Do we know?
No.
Can we look that up?
I think Kevin Hart is 5'2".
No, he's.
Are you serious?
No, not
he is,
5'2".
He is 5'2".
No,
Watch.
he's not.
Watch.
I think he's 5'4" or 5'5".
He's like 5'2".
Why can't I just get
Click
an
on
answer?
that.
Google? This one.
But then, like, the other thing is, like,
He's 5'2".
I told y'all he's
Yeah.
5'2".
Wow.
I don't know if I really believe that.
It's
literally
it's there.
says
It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
There's a
They all
no.
say it.
Listen, there's a video. Have y'all seen the videos of celebrities taking lie detector tests on
Yeah.
YouTube?
No.
Yeah, there's
know
this
that
whole
was it.
channel that does that, and Kevin Hart went on it, and that was the question he was asked: "Are you 5'2"? And it was yeah.
Alrighty.
He's 5'2".
Okay,
Wow.
I believe
How
that.
tall is Tom Cruise?
He's
probably
he's
like
taller than that.
5'5".
Gotta be.
I thought he was taller than
I thought he
5'5".
was like 5'6", 5'7".
He's
5'7".
5'7".
5'7", okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But that's
So-
still a 5-inch height advantage for Tom Cruise.
But Kevin Hart is ripped.
Yes.
Tom Cruise is in good shape.
Yeah, he's
But
not
he's
in
a-
bad shape. He's older, though, right? Tom
He's
Cruise
59.
definitely has to be older than Kevin Hart.
He's 59.
Kevin Hart's up there too.
Kevin Hart.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but guys, I think I gotta go with Kevin Hart. He is really
Yep.
ripped now.
I'm going to Kevin Hart.
Honestly, yeah, I think
That's so
I'm
hard.
on the
though.
fence because it seems like Tom Cruise would win. And they're going to be, I have a feeling just certain people are going to hear this and be like, you idiots, of course Tom
Yeah.
Cruise would win. But I think I'm going to go with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I agree. There's just no other way around it.
I'd definitely go Tom Cruise without a doubt.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Explain your
actually
thoughts.
I'm going with that too.
No way.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
He
wow,
weighs
so-
170 pounds. He's 5'7". He's in great shape. I feel like he has a huge just size advantage.
I mean, that's not a
And
bad
they're-
choice.
Okay, let me give you an example though. Do you remember? Now this is kind of out there, but the Logan Paul, who's the other guy's name? The fight.
McGregor?
Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was way more fit. He was smaller, more like, but he beat the heck out of Logan Paul,
Hold on.
and Logan Paul was taller.
We're not talking about a boxing match though.
Yes.
And also, you're talking about someone who has like the most fighting experience. Like
Yeah.
the most experienced boxer
Versus a comedian.
yeah. And he's
Yeah.
so good at the game itself. This
Yeah.
is like all out warfare.
I get that. First
I-
knockout.
Yeah. I'd say Tom.
So
Oh, it's so hard.
Smev is...
I'm staying with Kevin.
Okay, so it,
All right.
it will be Kevin Hart, though. We had 2 for Tom Cruise, 3
That's
for Kevin
really
Hart.
hard.
That
though.
is a tough one.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you guys
Yes.
think. All right, going over to the cartoon character section.
All right.
This is a fun one.
Quite a jump.
So, Chris Griffin from Family Guy, which is Peter Griffin's son, versus Patrick Star from SpongeBob. Two similar builds. But one of them is Sea Star.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like it just comes down to who's more pathetic.
No, I think
They're
this
both
really
pathetic.
comes down to first, is this underwater or above water?
hold on. Just
What?
look at what
What?
Leighton found on Google real quick.
Oh my
Oh my goodness.
It's a video of Chris Griffin dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Zach brings up a good point. Above water or underwater?
Yeah.
I
Or are we
feel like
taking-
that's the advantage
Yeah.
depending on what they're on.
Well,
No.
yeah, but
We're going to take that aspect out of it?
yeah,
Yeah.
take that
All
aspect
right.
out. Here's my thing. So Patrick is seen in some episodes getting really angry and like being able to like there's an episode where he punches SpongeBob and he just flies because he gets so angry and dumb. Chris is also really dumb, but
Not as aggressive.
I don't think he's as aggressive. Yeah.
Wasn't there an episode of Family Guy where he got like absolutely jacked though? Well, I mean, that wouldn't count.
No, I wouldn't count.
Well, I feel like this is a pretty obvious answer, and honestly. Patrick Star.
Yeah.
To me,
I-
Patrick Star is
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go with Patrick. Unanimous Patrick.
Yep.
Unanimous Patrick.
Cool. Patrick Star is moving on.
All right.
All right. Next one, we have Bugs Bunny, a classic, versus
love that.
Jimmy Neutron. Now this one, Jimmy Neutron, science guy. You probably come up with stuff, but Bugs Bunny is just smart and
Slippery.
slippery.
He's swift with it.
He's swift with it. So swift.
Oh man.
Unbelievably swift.
I know I'm not going much into it. To me, it has to be Bugs Bunny. Like Jimmy Neutron. Plus, isn't Jimmy Neutron like a kid still? Like,
Yeah.
'cause we're
Child.
talking
But
about
he's a
fist
kid
fight.
genius.
But he built the
kid
rocket.
genius. But we said this is like a fist fight, and you don't have any weapons or like instruments that you can use to damage people, right?
Oh right.
So to me, this has to be Bugs Bunny. What in the heck did you just?
He just found a Jimmy Neutron Fortnite skin.
Oh my gosh.
No.
And he's
no.
grown up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
You know-
I'm going Bugs.
Me
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
If there's no weapons or any tools involved, then yeah, Bugs Bunny.
Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny is a big thing. Also, Leighton, can you? Hey, Jamie, do you think you could get Bugs Bunny over here just so I can?
Just last episode, you said that was a way overplayed joke. Come on. You enjoy it.
I'm making fun of you guys for using it.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He's so
Okay, yeah.
swift with it.
Can we look up
Yeah, no, it's definitely Bugs Bunny.
height
Easy.
advantage?
Height advantage between Bugs
Age,
Bunny and
height.
Jimmy Neutron.
Like,
They-
look, here he is going against this giant man.
He's just beating the mess out of that guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
See,
Bugs,
Bugs
Bunny.
Bunny.
He's
Okay.
more
Yeah.
versatile.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. We are now in the fictional character section, which you may be thinking, like, well, what's the difference in cartoon? Well, we decided to do just cartoon, and then fictional characters would be like movie or just, TV
Yeah.
characters that aren't cartoons. So the first one is Michael Scott from The Office versus Buddy the Elf, which is Will Ferrell's character in Elf, the Christmas movie. Similar personalities, I feel like, in certain ways.
Height advantage does go to Buddy.
Yeah, he's like 6'4".
Yeah.
And Steve Carell's probably 5'10", 5'11".
I feel like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say I feel like if they were to get in a fight, Michael Scott would hurt him accidentally.
Yeah.
Well,
Like accidentally, like trying to hurt him, but then hurting him in a way that wasn't intended, and then something falls on him.
or thinking about, because in Elf, Buddy, like when the boss of the mall comes to him and he's like mad at him, he's like, "What are you doing?" And he just doesn't take it serious at all. There's no singing in the North Pole. Yeah, there is. We do it all the time. Like, he doesn't take it serious.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Michael had like confrontation like that, he would take it too serious to the
Yeah.
point where he'd get pretty mad.
Also, like, remember at that scene in the doctor's office or wherever, he gets the finger prick and just loses his mind.
Yes.
Finger prick. He's like, ah! Son of a nutcracker! Like, I don't think he could take a punch.
Right.
One little tap, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm going Michael. I think Michael would win.
No.
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 Explain.
Buddy the Elf. Okay.
But why?
He is like 6'2".
Yeah, but did you not hear what you just said?
Yeah,
It's about attitude.
He can't take
I
a
understand.
hit.
But did you see him in the snowball fight? I mean, come on. That man's got quick
True, but they're not
hands.
using snowball.
This is
Yeah,
just
but that quick hands
physical.
doesn't have to apply to snowballs. I mean, he was
Yeah.
really, really getting in there.
True. I'm still going Michael.
I'm going Buddy the Elf.
Come on, Michael.
Deciding factor.
Wait, who are
Wait,
you?
no, it's-
Wait, Michael.
We all said
Oh, yeah,
Michael.
no, yeah.
So it's already,
So
Michael's
I,
already won.
I just get to give my opinion. It's irrelevant, but I'm gonna give it. So there was an episode, right, to where Michael and Dwight were getting in a fight, and they went to like that dojo or something, and didn't Michael end up winning it?
He did.
Oh, yeah.
On
Yeah,
a
so I mean,
technicality.
he can beat, at least on a technicality, he did beat Dwight.
And Dwight is tall, too.
Oh.
Dwight's not quite Will Ferrell or Buddy the Elf tall.
Yeah,
but,
he's
still
shorter,
tall.
but he's taller.
Yeah.
But I mean, if this was like attitudes aside, Buddy the Elf easily. But because of like different personality stuff, I think I have to agree with you guys. I would give it to Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm alone.
All right.
All alone.
Now, the last first round matchup is Forrest Gump, the classic, versus Bobby Boucher, which is in the movie The Waterboy, played by Adam Sandler, which Leighton and Presley haven't seen, which is just
Great
sad
movie.
to me.
Great
It is an amazing movie.
Okay.
And basically, just because you probably know Forrest Gump better than Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher is about it's this guy who is the manager of a high school football team, like the Water Boy, hence the movie name. And
I get it.
Yeah, and they ended up like needing another person for the team or something, and his motivation for being good was being made fun of, and people saying that they like Gatorade more than water because he was the water boy and didn't like that, and he would just lose it and just tackle people like really hard. So Bobby Boucher.
Forrest Gump went to war.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is hard. Oh, this is going to be so hard.
They both can be aggressive, not on purpose.
Very true.
Yeah.
Forrest is skinnier, probably much skinnier than Bobby Boucher would
In
be.
shape.
Taller.
I was going to say, to me, Forrest Gump is a lot more agile, and I feel like he's going to be a lot more quicker on his feet and can move around more. But I feel like Bobby Boucher is going to pack a lot more of a punch.
Yes.
Not that Forrest Gump can't, because I think he can, but I think Bobby Boucher, he's going to be a bit more aggressive and can pack a bit stronger of a punch. So the question is, can Forrest still win with him being like quicker and more agile and whatnot?
I think he can take a couple hits.
Yeah, I think he could also take a couple hits as well, yeah.
I'm going to say Forrest.
Me too.
Okay. The pure rage that you see from Bobby Boucher in that movie,
Oh, I know.
I don't think I could pick anyone else. Like, he trucks like a 300-pound, 6'4" man. I got to go Bobby Boucher.
I'm going Bobby Boucher too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all need to see the movie.
But
Yeah,
I don't
and
know enough. But
I think if you guys
Tiebreaker.
saw the movie, then you would know I'm going to go with Bobby Boucher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man, I think once he gets slapped, he's gonna get into that mode where it's just like it's on.
Yep.
And he would
Yep.
just.
The only thing I'd say about Bobby Boucher, though, is I feel like someone else would get a free hit on him just because I don't think he would attack even if they were put in a fight until provoked. So I think someone else could get a free punch on him, and that is the one thing that kind of scares me. But I'm still going Bobby Boucher.
All right, Bobby Boucher's moving on. Zach, update the board.
I shall.
Be Vanna White for us. So Taylor Swift versus Ariana. Ariana Grande is moving on. Just put the first name. Just make it go quicker. And then we got Paul McCartney versus Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger's moving on.
Oh, wait, what am I doing? Wait, this is right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
no, you're
works.
good.
All right.
Going over to the actors section, we got Morgan Freeman versus Willem Dafoe, and Willem Dafoe won. And then down to Tom Cruise versus Kevin Hart.
this one?
Kevin.
Kevin.
It
Kevin
was
won.
very close. It was highly debated.
Extremely.
I feel like that's the most controversial one we've had by a long
Yeah,
shot.
Yeah.
we're gonna get some comments on
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
we definitely will.
All right, cartoon characters. Patrick Star won that one, and that was unanimous. And going down to Bugs Bunny versus Jimmy Neutron, we have the Bunny beating the Boy Genius because I mean Bugs is just slippery. He's a slippery man. Yeah.
He's actually.
Huh?
Was it Michael Scott or Buddy the Elf?
Michael Scott. Michael Scott beats Buddy the Elf.
I was gonna say he's actually a bunny. He's not a man.
Yeah. And Bobby Boucher ends up beating Forrest. So, that's the end of the first round.
All right.
So, the first round of, or not, our second round, sorry. Going to musicians.
Oh,
We have Ariana Grande versus Mick Jagger. And I don't think we have to talk about this too much.
No,
Mick
Mick
Jagger's
Jagger.
moving on.
What?
And-
What? No.
I don't know about that.
what are you talking about?
Hold on. He's 78 years old.
No.
I feel like he would.
Taylor Swift and Mick Jagger are the same height, I'm pretty sure.
We're going
very-
No, it's
or at least-
Ariana Grande.
No, but that's what I mean. And Ariana Grande beat Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
so I'm saying the
and
height
s-
advantage shouldn't matter. And Mick
he's
Jagger's very old,
old.
so I think it's a debate.
It's a debate.
All right, fine.
There's definitely a debate.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking Mick Jagger in his prime. So,
Yeah.
Okay, this is
No,
them
no,
now,
no.
right?
yeah, them now.
Yeah.
Oh, now.
So, okay, yeah, I'm going Ariana.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just
Ariana
feisty.
Grande is going to the semifinals.
Well, wait, not everyone has voted. Only you and Zach have.
yeah,
I'm
but then
going
they
with
said,
Ariana.
yeah,
I
they
say
agree.
Oh, they said. Oh, okay,
Oh,
never mind.
okay.
I didn't hear that.
I
Unanimous.
agree.
Yeah,
Also
unanimous.
I'm back.
Hey, yeah, Zach's back. Zach Sorvana White and updating the board for the one that's not watching the visual version. So Ariana Grande is going to the semifinals. What a turn.
She won the musicians bracket.
Yeah. So down to actors.
How?
We have down to actors. We have Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, versus Kevin Hart. And I feel like this one is more than a competition than you'd think because there is a big age difference.
Yeah.
But Willem Dafoe was just he's a man.
Yeah.
Good observation.
And he is.
And he is. Okay, so here's my thing. Willem Dafoe. When it comes to Willem Dafoe versus Morgan Freeman, same age. I just feel like it was a much different conversation. But now we throw in the mix a small, quick, and now strong Kevin Hart against a Willem Dafoe at that age. No. I gotta go with Kevin. That's my man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think I agree
I
with
feel
you.
like you're overhyping Kevin. I really do.
Dude, have you seen the pictures of him?
Oh, I know.
And
I know
Willem
some
Dafoe
shape,
is in
but-
good shape for his age.
He is.
Yeah.
For his age is
For his
key.
age.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna say Kevin.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
sure.
going Kevin Hart.
Okay, I will go Kevin then. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Okay. Kevin Hart is moving on. So, in the semifinals, we have Ariana Grande versus Kevin Hart in the ultimate battle between comedian and pop star. All right, going over to the other side. Cartoon characters, we have Patrick Star versus Bugs Bunny. This is an interesting one.
This one is actually
Because
very difficult for me.
Patrick, no doubt, would be much stronger than Bugs.
Yeah.
But Bugs is much smarter than Patrick
And quicker.
and quicker. So,
So brains-
can Patrick win with a knockout within a couple punches?
It's like a brains versus brawn.
That is the
No.
question.
I'm gonna say Bugs. I don't think this is that close.
I think I'm gonna be a standalone on this. I'm going Patrick.
Why?
I feel like Patrick, he would be the thing to where he would just be punching the air randomly, just like and just be punching the
fair.
mic, or not punching. He would be punching the air randomly.
Yeah.
And then
he
land
would
a punch.
Yeah, he would. And I feel like Patrick, even though he's known as being like this big, like fast starfish thing, I feel like he could pack a punch.
Oh, for sure.
Here's the thing, though. Bugs is too quick. I don't think that he could land a punch. He would just go like, pow, pow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm going Bugs Bunny.
Me too.
I'm going with Patrick Star.
Oh, Bugs
Thank
Bunny.
you. I mean, it's still Bugs Bunny, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick does deserve a little love in that fight. I think
Yeah.
he'd give a good fight.
It would be
Yeah.
a good fight.
Yeah. So, all right, Bugs Bunny's moving on to the
Oh
semifinals.
my god.
And the last one, the last
Oh no!
Michael Scott
way.
versus Bobby Boucher.
I'm sorry. It's
Bobby Boucher would beat the
We don't.
crap out of
Yeah,
him.
we're gonna skip.
Yeah,
Bobby
Bobby
Boucher.
Boucher.
Welcome
All right.
to the semifinals.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the board now. This is gonna be so interesting.
Take the board. All right, so Zach, our bald Vanna White, is going up to the board, and he is updating the semifinals. So we have Ariana Grande,
Louder.
former. Oh, you want me to be louder?
No.
Ariana Grande, who was in Victorious and then became a pop star, versus. What did he just spell?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin
Oh, sorry.
H.
That looked like Kane. Versus Kevin Hart, both short. So there's something there. And then Bugs Bunny, the classic cartoon, versus Bobby Boucher, the
Oh wow.
non-purposeful, aggressive man. So, hold on, let me. In the semifinals for the Awkward Games, we have Ariana Grande versus Kevin Hart, who takes home the semifinal trophy and advances to the Awkward Games championship.
How aggressive is her nail scratching?
I was gonna say, I feel like her nails would be an advantage.
her nails are always so long.
They are.
Take into account. Look up Ariana Grande's height.
You probably get cat scratch fever from that girl.
Is she taller?
She might be taller.
think she is taller.
for
Oh
sure.
my gosh. Is she-
Wow, he is short.
Gotta be.
And is she in
Wait.
heels? That's also very important.
She might be 5. Wait.
How good is her grappling skills? Let's.
tweet it Pete Davidson real quick.
Yeah.
She is taller.
Yeah.
5'4", 5'5".
Well,
This
versus
says
5'2".
5'3",
Yeah.
5'3".
She's like
Yeah.
2 inches taller at most.
Guys,
What?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin
Yeah,
Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Easy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Honestly, I don't know if I'd say easy, but I would say Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
It would be an
I would
interesting
say
fight.
Strong.
I would say
But-
easy.
Kevin Hart.
Yep.
Strong guy.
He's
Wow.
He's a lot more aggressive.
Wow.
Right. Kevin Hart is moving on to the championship.
Wow.
Going to the other side versus the cartoon characters versus fictional characters.
How do you?
We have Bugs Bunny being the winner of the cartoon character bracket versus Bobby Boucher.
How do you pick that?
Okay, same thing.
This is an interesting one.
I feel like this is going to be another Bugs and Patrick Star situation where one of them is like
But-
really quick and nifty, and the other is like kind of blind rage.
Bobby Boucher, I think, is much smarter than Patrick Star, though.
I mean, okay, so
Yes.
here's the thing. Do you remember his rev up, Bobby Boucher? He'd go.
Yep. yeah.
I would just imagine Bugs Bunny like being all swift with him for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he'd get so mad that Bugs Bunny would be like, "All right, I'm done. I'm done." You
Well,
what
I don't
mean?
know, because he does have that rev up, and so I think Bugs Bunny would use that to his advantage
Yes. Yeah.
to be evasive.
You let him take
When
a
he-
really big swing,
Yeah.
miss, and then
When
get
he
it
hears
back.
or sees that rev up, he's doing something.
Have you seen like the Bugs Bunny thing with the bull and he has the red flag?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's just dancing with this bull.
Yeah.
That would be this
That's a-
matchup.
that's a
because
great
it's like
point.
he's diving in and it's like whoop, slip out of there.
Okay, but
He
you've
would-
seen Bugs Bunny get knocked out before in those cartoons. Like it happens.
But
And
if
I
he-
feel like if anyone were to do it, it would be Bobby Boucher.
Not if he's on his A game now.
Yeah.
If Bugs Bunny's on
So
his A game.
if Bobby can get one hit in, he might have him, because Bugs is so like
Okay.
Yeah,
scrawny.
and really we're talking about a knockout here. It takes so much. Really, what we're deciding here is how long would it take for Bugs Bunny to finally knock him out after outwitting him for a bit, or would Bobby Boucher get so mad that eventually Bugs Bunny wouldn't have time to see it coming?
I think Bobby almost might take himself out.
I think it's
I don't
Honestly.
think so. I think because Bugs, even if he hits him, I don't think it'd do much. So it would just turn into Bugs just trying to get away from Bobby.
What do you think?
Oh.
I still think. I know that I voted Patrick Star for the last one. I'm going Bugs Bunny. I think
Really?
Bugs has got this one, actually.
I got Bobby.
I'm going Bobby Boucher.
What do you think,
Bugs.
Leighton?
Okay, well,
It comes down to Presley.
here's another reasoning. it's gonna be such a long fight. And Bugs, like what I said with that whole bull thing, he's not gonna have to use much energy. Couple of couple shots, and then he's gonna come back, and Bobby is gonna get exhausted. There's no way that he can last an hour of just charging at him.
Yeah, because I go back to the bull thing.
And he's gonna hurt himself.
That's what I said, where I think Bobby's gonna like hurt himself because Bugs is gonna keep evading him.
But here's the thing. You ever heard, and this is kind of what I'm imagining here. You know, the hare and the tortoise or whatever it is? I feel like Bugs Bunny is the hare, ironically, in this situation because, like, he knows he's so much smarter and he's going to start dancing around the fact that he knows that and start messing with him, and then he's not going to realize how mad Bobby's going to get. Bobby's just going to, bam, you know, it's over. 1-2.
So who are we going with?
Gosh, this is tough.
Roll for him, everyone.
This is tough.
Just hurry.
What does your gut tell you?
My gut goes with Bugs.
Yay!
It goes to Bugs.
Okay, I can see that. All right, so going into the championship, we have
He's not storming off. He's just going up to the board.
Kevin Hart versus Bugs Bunny.
How do you measure this?
Listen.
All right, let's talk about
Hold on,
individually.
just imagine in your head Kevin Hart trying to just beat the crap out of Bugs Bunny.
Look, I think that Bugs Bunny and Bobby Boucher is a closer matchup.
What did you just?
Boucher? It sounds French to me.
Boucher.
I think that's closer than Bugs and Kevin. So I'm definitely going Bugs Bunny. That's my pick.
There's a clear
Is Bugs
answer
Bunny
here.
overpowered?
I think he's OP.
He's overpowered.
Okay. Let's break this down. Kevin, what does he have going for him?
Muscle.
Laughter. Height, obviously.
I was going to say in this
In-
section.
In this fight, he has height advantage.
No?
He's not that smart.
But
I don't know if he does.
we're talking about a human versus a rabbit.
Well, the rabbit can stand on two legs all
And
the time.
it's-
It's the shape of a man.
And is slippery.
You ever seen Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny?
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny's tall.
Kevin obviously has muscle. He's a lot smarter than I think Bobby and Patrick. But what does Bugs have going for him?
Everything.
He's quick.
Everything.
Not strength.
Guys.
He doesn't have strength though.
Kevin has strength.
If Kevin puts him in a chokehold, he's done.
Yep.
If he can grab onto him,
I think if Kevin gets
Kevin
his hands
would
on
win.
him, Kevin's
You
got
could
it.
have said that about Bobby, though.
That's so.
but I don't think
so
Bobby
big
would
of
be
an
able
if.
to. I think
Even-
Bobby
I think
would have been too blind.
Kevin is a lot quicker than Bobby would be.
Yes, he would have more focused strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, we're just arguing who would have been the better runner-up because it's obviously Bugs Bunny, and that's who I'm going with because it's the obvious choice.
Not really.
Even though Bobby Boucher should have beat him.
We're not
It's
talking
definitely
about.
not obvious.
We're not talking about jumping in a rabbit hole then coming out of one that just appears. We're talking about just straight fist fight.
Yeah. Oh, this is
You know?
tough.
Not
So,
using the environment to your advantage.
Zach's obviously going Bugs.
I am too.
This is tough.
It is. I feel like Bugs, he's messed up before.
For sure.
He's slipped up.
Yes.
And that's when his enemy gets the advantage, is when he can finally catch up to him. And if Kevin does grab a hold of him, he might have him.
I guess it's close, but I'm still
But-
going Bugs.
Everyone slips up. Kevin could slip up too.
He could.
You gotta think both ways. on
Whereas
that.
Bugs evades hunters and bulls and everything for a living, Kevin tells jokes for a living, but just looks good doing it.
I'm just so. Let us know what you think in the comments, by the
Please
way.
do.
Evan, what do you think?
I didn't want to end the conversation too early, but I'm going with Bugs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which makes
Why?
it at least 3.
I think I'm going Bugs too.
Well,
but it's
doesn't matter
really
what I
it's
think.
really close.
We already have 3 for Bugs, so it doesn't
All
really
right.
matter.
All right.
5. Well.
Go ahead and write that down, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the first annual Awkward Games
First annual.
is the legend, Bugs Bunny.
We're doing this again.
We are. We need to. Round of applause for Bugs.
Pick up the pen.
All right, fine.
Zach's being mad or something. I don't
Okay,
even know.
let's change the scenario. What if Bobby went on instead of Wait, sorry. What if Patrick Star went on instead of Bugs Bunny?
Just for sake of
Then,
argument? Oh.
yeah, for sake of argument, Patrick versus Bobby. Who would win that? That's more even.
Bobby Boucher.
I would say
know.
Bobby.
I feel like they're almost
Here-
the same in a sense, but
They
one is
are.
cartoon and one's just fictional.
Here's the other thing, though. Like, Bobby Boucher has to be angered to be strong, and Patrick's not a very angering.
provoking. He's not
provoking at
He's
all.
not.
So probably Patrick, actually.
Well, if they're fighting, then they're already provoked somehow. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily.
I mean, you could just say fight, and they may not be provoked, but if they both want to win, then they're going to try to get mad.
I think whoever can get more mad and be more effective at it, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, once you punch him in the face, I think he's going to be a little upset.
So then if Bobby won, it'd be Kevin versus Bobby Boucher.
And Bobby.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again.
Man.
Y'all comment some matchups you want to see
yeah.
for us to do for the
oh,
next
yeah.
time.
That would be
I
so
want
much
to do
fun.
this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment some matchups. Comment some more like sections we can do.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, it's Shmeb. I just want to take a minute to promote our other social medias. You can find us just by looking up The Awkward Tapes on any social media platform you can find. We've grown a lot on TikTok lately, and we're super happy and we're very pleased with that. And we're very glad that we have a following over there. But we're trying to expand on other platforms now that we have a good audience on that platform. So if you're listening to this on YouTube or Spotify and Apple Podcasts, where you can find us for the full podcast, just consider following us on Instagram, on TikTok. We have a Facebook, and we have a website now that you can go to, theawkwardtapes.com, and we are going to start working on merch here soon, and you'll be able to find that on the website. So go check us out on our other socials, and let's get back to the podcast. Yeah, that was fun, guys.
That was fun.
So
Wow.
How much time we got
Yeah,
left?
what do we...
we got some time left.
Okay.
So
cool.
I want to tell y'all a story that I heard the other day
Oh, okay.
that I thought was insane. And bear with me because I had this thing pulled up to just kind of help me because I can't remember like the whole story, and there's a lot that kind of goes into it. But I just wanted y'all to hear it too because I thought it was insane but really cool at the same time. So, let's take this in. In 1957, there's this guy named Joseph Bader. Joseph had a wife, and I can't remember if he had any kids with this wife or not. But there was one night, Joseph was a fisherman, and he was going on a fishing trip. And his wife had heard that the weather was going to be bad, and so she told Joseph that maybe he should stay home because on the waters it's dangerous. And Joseph insisted, like, no, I'll be fine. I've been on rough waters before. I can go. So she's like, okay, I'll see you when you get back. So Joseph proceeded to go on this fishing trip with the weather bad, and the day he was supposed to come back, he didn't come back.
Ooh.
And so they searched and they searched and they searched, and they couldn't find Joseph anywhere. And finally, in 1960, they declared him dead. So 5 years later, after he was announced dead, which is 8 years after he went on this fishing trip, his niece was in Chicago with a friend, and there was a sports convention going on. And there was like this crowd of people watching something. And so they're like, okay, we got to go see what's going on. Why are all these people looking at this? This must be cool. And so they went over there, and there was this guy that was shooting. He was doing archery, and like he was really good. And like every time he would shoot, it would hit the bullseye. Every time. He was really good at it. And they were watching this, and his niece's friend noticed that she was just kind of like in a daze, like just staring at this guy. And she was like, what's wrong? And she said, you know how my uncle went missing 8 years ago? She was like, yeah. She was like, that looks exactly like my uncle. The only thing is, this guy had an eye patch on, and a mustache, and her uncle never grew a mustache, never had an eye patch, whatever. And so after he was done shooting the arrows, this Larry Bader's niece went over to this guy and said, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but you look exactly like my uncle who went missing 8 years ago." And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. I can assure you I've never gone missing. I'm not your uncle. I'm sorry about that." And the more she looked at him, the more she was like, "No, you are my uncle. Like, you look exactly like my Uncle Larry. Like, spot on." And he's like, "No, I promise. I'm not. It's not me. It's not me." But she insisted it was him. She kept insisting. And so eventually they went home, and she called her other two uncles, which were Larry's brothers, and told them, like, "I swear, Larry was at this place. He's in Chicago. He's here. I saw him." And they flew out to Chicago.
Holy cow.
Just with her saying that.
Wow.
But I guess because she was so convincing, they were like, "We got to go. We got to see this." So the next day they got there, and so the next day they went to the same spot. They saw this guy shooting archery, and he was doing it again. He was doing the same thing. There's a crowd of people. He was hitting the bullseye every single time. And so the other two uncles, they were seeing this, and they're like, "That looks exactly like Larry. Like, if it's not Larry, that's like his doppelganger, because it looks exactly like him." And so, again, after he's done, they all go up there, and they introduce themselves, and they're like, "Hi, we're whatever their names were." And they're like, "Yeah, our brother went missing 8 years ago. You look exactly like them." And they both insisted. They were like, "You have to be our brother." And the guy, whose name was John Johnson, was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not him. I don't even live here. I'm just here doing this sports show. I have a family. I have kids back home." And they're like, "No, it is you." And they kept asking, and they were like, "Will you go down and will you take a fingerprint test so we can get your DNA just to help us calm our minds?" And I was like, "Fine. If this is gonna stop you guys from bothering me, then I will do that." So went down with them, took the fingerprint test, and sure enough, John Johnson was Larry Bader. And it was Larry Bader. But
So what happened?
Yeah, so this guy, Larry Bader or John Johnson, he kept insisting. He was like, "My name is John Johnson. I go by Fritz." He was the sports director for a local television station where he worked at. He had a job. He had a family. He had kids. And he was like, "That's not me. My name is John Johnson. I work for blah, blah, blah." And he was kind of famous in the town he lived in because he was like on the news and the local television station, as it says. And he was like, "These guys are insane. I don't know why they're saying that. You're insane. I'm not Larry Bader." And they're like, "It comes back. This is you. They ran a bunch of tests. You are Larry Bader." And so, come to find out, 8 years prior, he had gone on this fishing trip, and he was just the storms were really bad. He was washed away, and he kind of got up, and come to find out, this guy had, what's it called? Where you
Like
don't
split personality?
Amnesia?
No.
amnesia. He had a severe case of amnesia, and he started like his new life without knowing it, wherever it was that he washed up on. He went into this business, and he told him his name was John Johnson, and he's gone by Fritz his whole life, and he got this job. He started dating, and then he married this woman, and he had kids with her. And this whole time, she thought his real name was John Johnson from wherever he said he was from, had kids, and this whole time was announced dead as Larry Bader, and was living this new life and didn't even know it. And
Wow.
yeah. So that's the story.
Golly.
I thought
That's
it was
insane.
insane. That is a very true story. You can look it up. Look up Larry Bader, and you can read about it. I saw this story on a YouTube channel I watch called Mr. Ballin, and if you're listening, go check out he's got millions of subscribers, and he tells these insane true stories.
Wow.
I heard that one the other day, and I had to tell it to you guys because I thought it was so cool. Yeah, that's my story.
Wow.
I wanted to tell.
Could you imagine that happening to you?
No, that's
is nuts.
insane.
Even if you could, you wouldn't remember it. I
Right, you
guess.
wouldn't remember it.
Well,
Yeah.
Like this guy had no clue.
man.
He literally lived 2 different lives.
2 different lives,
Yeah.
and he didn't even know it.
How old was he? Do you know? Whenever he had the
When he
incident?
was young when he died, 26.
died, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to say he ended up dying like not long after this from a heart attack, I believe.
Oh, man.
I think I'd have
No,
a
no,
heart
no.
attack.
I
too.
think it was was it cancer?
Was it seasickness?
Yeah, lack
I don't
of
know.
vitamin C, scurvy.
Don't quote me on that. I think it was actually. I don't think it was a heart attack.
He died.
I think he was sick in some way. I'm pretty sure.
Did that say 1926?
He was born in 1926.
Okay.
That's crazy cool.
He was young. Let me look it up.
Okay. The one question I have,
He
though,
disappeared.
is if you know your life started at 26, wouldn't you have questions about the earlier parts of your life?
Yeah,
He
no
was
kidding.
He was 40 when he died.
Wow.
He was found in 1965. He died in 1966.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. That is the story of Larry Bader. I thought that was insane.
Oh,
That
that's
is
crazy.
insane. That's kind of terrifying.
Cow.
Well,
All right.
What to say about that?
Let's lighten the mood before we
Yeah, we're all
end.
left kind of speechless after that. Zach, didn't you say that you had a story or something that you wanted to tell? Or am I making that up?
Oh, yeah, it was just a stupid story I had from when I remembered I was younger. Well, we were joking about raising our hands to like stop like talking over each other so that we're more understandable, and it gave me a flashback of when I was in kindergarten. Of this time, I remembered to stop raising my hand so aggressively in class. So like I was a little kindergartner, and at the time when I was not at school, I loved watching Bear Grylls, like Man vs. Wild. That was like the greatest show ever. And it was always super educational and informative, and I loved it. And I remember in particular, you being in kindergarten and seeing what they do, it's a lot of weird stuff. But Bear Grylls, he was in the wild, and he was in like somewhere in Africa. And like he literally took the feces of an elephant and squeezed the juices out of it for water. And there was some chunks of the feces that fell in his mouth. Now, I know.
Why?
I'm not even halfway through.
I haven't even eaten today.
Be all the way through.
I'm sorry. You asked, all right? So
I
this
didn't
is
know it'd be this.
okay. Well, that's your fault. So this is what happened. I was in class and I just saw this episode of Bear Grylls, or Man vs. Wild, the day before. And I was so excited to tell people because I thought this was like the most crazy, outlandish thing ever. I get there, and we're learning our ABCs.
Where is this going?
No, I'm
Zach's a weird
serious. I'm
kid.
serious. I'm serious. I
He was also bald.
was? Yeah, I was bald at the age of like 6, Shmev. I'm
Sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. So I end up like throwing up my hand in class, like super aggressively, and I'm like sitting here for minutes on end, waiting for the teacher to call on me, even though I have nothing to say about the education. And I'm just waiting to tell her this story in front of the whole class. And eventually she notices me, ignores me, and then minutes later she's like, "What, Zach?" And I go, oh, Mrs. Adams, or whatever, honestly, whatever her name is, whatever. I go, "Mrs. Adams, I have nothing to add to what's going on. But last night I was watching Man vs. Wild, and there was this crazy part of the episode where he puts cow feces up in the air and starts drinking the juices from it, and a little piece of poop fell in his mouth." And then there was an awkward pause, and she goes, "I'm calling your mom."
I wouldn't be a teacher anymore after hearing that story.
I can't even imagine what was going through her head. Like
You were a strange kid, weren't you?
was?
Was?
Is?
Well, you're not a kid anymore. You're just
Well,
Now he's just
feel like
strange,
I am.
right?
Yeah, no, he's just strange. He's not a
Yeah.
kid. Just
But anyways, I just
strange.
thought that was a funny story. I just remembered that
That's
today.
something.
Disturbing, but
I don't know if that's a better way to end or not.
I feel like that's the worst way
What
to
a
end.
way.
Oh,
Oh.
I've also have a strange story if we have time.
Is it a good way to end?
course.
Oh, it's somewhere along the similar lines. Not
Okay,
as
well-
disgusting. A little.
All right.
So, being a homeschool child,
Oh, yeah.
you have to do these extracurricular classes, and you have to go out and find places that'll host them because you have to get certain credits. So I went for biology, I believe. Actually, yeah. Thinking about this story, this is definitely biology. So we're going there, and we're doing different labs. Basically, we're knocking out an entire semester's worth of labs in a weekend
Whoa.
Whoa.
and getting the whole credit for it that weekend and being done with it. Because it's not all stuff that you have resources to do at home. So you just do it with a bunch of other homeschoolers. Anyway, so towards the end of it, on the second day, this might gross some people out, but they brought in, I can't remember if it was, I think it was like, and they didn't kill them for this purpose, but they had already passed away little baby calves.
Oh.
So like very young.
my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cry.
They passed
Oh
from
my
natural
word.
causes.
I'm going to cry.
They didn't kill them for science testing and poking. But at the end of it, we're all just sitting around, and second day's finished.
Oh, gosh.
And I haven't told this story in a while. I'm trying to remember this.
I'm not ready for
And
this.
so it's just a bunch of homeschoolers sitting in the lobby of this hotel room because they had a recreational room that they were letting us use. And so this one girl asks, "Can I take the dead calf home and bury it?" And so we're sitting there in the lobby later in the day, and she has it in a trash bag. They let her take it home to bury it. And so the manager of this hotel starts like he's on a mission. He starts running around like, "Do you smell something? It's like,
Yeah.
do you smell something? Where's this coming from?" And
Presley. I'm not ready for whatever
Just
you're
say
about
it.
to say.
all right, so
Say it.
two things happened. One, this guy and girl who just met over the course of this class thought it'd be funny if they took the bag, not show anything, but just a thing, walk up to the lobby and say, "Hi, can we get a room for me, my wife, and our child?"
What?
So that was the first thing. And then the second thing was the manager was all walking around on a mission, right? He sees the bag. He's like, What's in there? He's like, "A dead baby calf." He's like, get rid of it.
What?
Are you leaving soon? Get rid of it. All of our parents were stuck in traffic. We're just waiting in this lobby. He's like, "I found it."
He
Golly.
didn't have any other concerns? Just that it was gone.
Well, he
didn't
knew that.
confirm?
I think he knew that it was some
Oh
biology
my
class
gosh.
going on. But
in the hotel?
yeah,
Was
in
it
that
no-
in
okay.
that recreation
What?
room.
I don't know if I'd have them back if they were stinking up.
No,
the whole
Why
place.
in the world?
I went back through that same program for chemistry.
Oh.
It wasn't at the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Why in the world would they let her take the calf home?
I don't know.
I don't know,
You
but
get you
either
get a lot
way-
of free reign when you homeschool.
You
so
shouldn't be
well,
allowed to do that.
I don't think
Well,
you're supposed
think
to.
about it. Either way, they're dead. They're gonna be thrown somewhere anyway.
Yeah,
Agreed.
but
I wouldn't let
And
a
I will-
kid bring it home. But
no,
still.
and I will say again, they were already dead. They didn't like kill them for the purpose of the class, but yeah. So there's my fun little.
That's not
Disgusting
ending on a light
story.
note at all.
No, it's not.
Well, I didn't
You
say it was
three
light.
are awful.
I said
at
it was a
ending on
grease.
stories. My gosh.
All right. Thanks for joining
Welcome to
us.
the
Have a
awkward
good one.
tapes.
Oh, we gotta.
What's a funny
Hey, I have
story?
a funny story.
Thank
So-
you.
Just tell it.
Oh,
So
hold on.
this was a little awkward. Maybe Zach remembers this. It was like whenever we were in band rehearsal, and like we just played it. We were super proud of it, and everyone thought I cursed. And this was also like a whole thing. And everyone lost their mind, and it was just awkward silence. But I didn't say the bad word. I said, "Bam." with the B. I go, bam!
Because you were like so excited that you did good.
Yeah, and then they're like,
Dude, we were in like a giant lunchroom. Like it went completely silent.
and they were like, what did you say?
No, the
What?
teacher. He looked, he's like,
what did you say? I'm like, bam, with the B, bam, you know?
Bam!
And yeah, they just completely lost their mind over that.
Did they start laughing?
Yeah, after that, I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah.
I remember we used to be so proud of the stuff we'd work on in that
yeah.
cafeteria and actually like show people too. Oh, and then, well, I won't say who.
I was
but then
talking
there
about
was-
class, actually. I did it
class?
multiple times, actually.
Oh.
That was my
Just
word.
Bam!
Bam! And then I had to stop saying it because everyone thought I was cursing all the time. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Okay, that's a better one to end.
Yeah.
It's a little lighthearted. So
Yeah.
It's better.
All right.
Goodness gracious.
What an episode.
For real, though.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know some matchups you want to see.
Yeah.
Just make sure when you send us the matchups, it's like in the same like category, you know? Like we can keep doing what we've been doing and send us some more categories. But we definitely want to do that again. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was fun.
So yeah. We're gonna do that again. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
go follow us on our other socials. And we appreciate you very much. But thank you for joining us for a session of awkwardness.
Bam!